Hi there, I'm Luisa. I'm one of the 2 vegans in Mexico, and I am in our kitchen in the condo looking at the beautiful bay from the window there. Michael is out on the balcony enjoying the view. He did not go to the chocolate museum this week, so I get to talk all about my experience at the workshop, learning how chocolate is made here in Mexico and where it's from. So I will be sure to share all of those experiences with you, and I'll bring Michael in on the video so that he can learn about it too. And I'm going to make some tea. I got my water, I got my chocolate tea, and stay tuned for the rest of the story. Here I am still in the kitchen, and I wanted to show you this cute box of chocolate tea that I picked up at the store at the museum. And it's a cute little box with this yellow bow, and I'll show you the tea bags inside. There are 9 of them, and I've already got one steeping. So they come in this cute little bags of 3, and each one is packed full of the husks that you're supposed to steep in boiling hot water for a few minutes. But I wanted to show you what they look like. They're so cute. And they're not like a typical tea bag, so you have to kind of open them up and smush them around. And then you can soak them in the hot water until they steep, and oh, they smell really good. Smell very much like chocolate because they're the husk of the cocoa bean. And I'm going to tell you all about what I learned as we go. This is from when we first started and we were able to pour chocolate into molds. I chose turtle molds, and this is what they came out like. We brought them home and put them in the fridge, and they're so cute. Aren't those cute? Look how cute. This is a turtle, and it's made out of chocolate. All I did was pour it into the mold, and this is dark chocolate, and it tastes really, really yummy. So they give us a cute little box, and I'll put it back in the fridge because it's warm out here, and the chocolate will melt. But let me show you the chocolate bars. This is what I bought at the end. It's dark chocolate oscuro, and it's 80% cacao, which is really good. I also bought a natural one, natural plain. There's no chilies or anything in this one. And this one is 70% cocoa. So I'll tell you all about what that means in just a minute. So now we're sitting outside on the balcony, and behind us is the bay. And to the left of us, they're building a new building. So you get to have the music of Mexico.
A lot of construction in this evolving country.
Yes, and it goes on six days a week.
Yeah.
And it also goes all day long. So there's no time to be quiet here. Sundays it's quiet, but today
Very
is
quiet.
Saturday. So
It is what it is.
yeah, and they're also building something up on that hill, and we can hear them working over there. So
Yeah.
Welcome to our world. So we're going to talk a little bit about what I learned at the chocolate museum. Michael didn't go, so he only gets to eat the chocolate. He doesn't get to tell you about it.
I did step in the store and the smell was magnificent.
That chocolate smell was wonderful. And I learned why it's so wonderful, and I'll tell you about that. But here's what we're going to talk about today. Talk about the workshop. It was 2 hours long, and there were about 7 of us in there. And Elizabeth was our leader. She's very good. She's very clear and very knowledgeable. So Michael, did you know that there's 3 states that they grow the cocoa in?
No, didn't have a clue, but I have seen the trees in our beautiful botanical garden here in Vallarta.
Yes, but that's all kind of contrived because
Yeah,
it
they
doesn't
planted
grow
over there.
here. It doesn't grow here naturally because it's not the right climate. So there are 3 states in Mexico that have cocoa trees, and those are Oaxaca,
Okay.
Chiapas,
Chiapas,
and Tabasco.
where they make the hot sauce.
Yes, where they make the hot sauce. And so it was really interesting to learn that. And Brandon and I had gone to Oaxaca a couple of years ago, 10 or so years ago, and we made chocolate there. So this was fun. They get their bags and bags of chocolate beans from Tabasco at this place that we went to. And then they actually make their chocolate bars here in Puerto Vallarta in the shop that I was in. So our workshop that had about 7 people in it was run by a young girl named Elizabeth. She was very good and very knowledgeable, and she spoke very good English. And so she was pan roasting the beans in a frying pan with no liquid or anything, right there in front of us on a hot plate. And then she laid them all out on the counter and let them cool a little bit. And then she gave each one of us a pile that we were supposed to separate from each piece had like a husk and the inner bean.
Oh, so you had to dehusk them.
Yeah, and so to do that you had to smash them, crack them, almost like opening peanuts. You know how you crack peanuts? And sometimes peanuts are hard to crack. Yep. Well, these were kind of hard to crack, and so you had to really smash them together. You heard them snap, and then you take the husk off, and you didn't throw the husk away. The husk goes into the tea, which is what I'm steeping and going to drink. Look, yum yum. Ooh,
it's
that's
really
gonna
delicious.
be good.
I've had some.
Yeah. So this tea is really good for you because it's got a little bit of caffeine in it, but it has theobromine, which is a stimulant and an antioxidant. But it doesn't make you go up, 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 and then crash. It keeps you at a nice level kind of playing field and gives you lots of energy. And so I'm going to drink my tea and see what it's like. But it's not quite ready. So then after we opened up the nibs and got the nibs out and put the husk over there, then we gave them all back to Elizabeth, and she put them in molcajete, which is that rock thing made out of lava.
Mortar and pestle
Yeah,
kind of deal.
and she made us grind the beans, which are now nibs, into a paste. And that was a lot of work. So we all just passed that along because each time you did that, I mean, your arm got a little sore. And it was fun because we all got to see how it actually makes a paste. It doesn't make cocoa powder, it makes a paste. Yeah. Okay, so after the paste was made, Elizabeth took the paste and put it into hot boiling water. And then she had 2 bowls, and I have video of that. So she has 2 bowls, and she poured one into the other, and then she added some sweetener. And right before she said, "How much honey do you want me to pour in?" I said, "Ooh, no honey for the vegan, please." And so she separated that away from theirs, and so I got my own 2 bowls, which was really nice. And then I was pouring them back and forth as the other people were watching because she was doing theirs. And then had chili, sweetener, and the chocolate paste in this water. And then the water was put into little cups, and we all drank that, which was really good because that's what hot chocolate is in Mexico.
Yeah.
It's water, chili, and cinnamon maybe, and no milk. Because back in the day, they didn't have any milk. So interestingly enough, Mexican chocolate was not the sweet Swiss chocolate that we know today.
Oh, you mean like Hershey's and
Nestle? No.
Oh, okay.
Chocolate was discovered by the Olmecas over 4,000 years ago. And they know that from the different research that's been done. But the point is, when they first made this drink, there wasn't any milk yet. There were no cows in Mexico. And so they just had the water and the chilies and the cinnamon. And people drank it for energy. And then when the Aztecs discovered it, because they and the Mayans had some fights, they thought that that was a good thing to do for energy. So the Aztecs took it and decided it was worth a lot more than just having everybody drink it. And so the cocoa beans became currency.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah. And then when the Spaniards came,
They took it back.
So then when the Spanish people came and conquered and decided that they liked the taste of the chocolate, they brought it back to Spain and started having only for the royalty.
Yeah.
But then the kids got into it, of course, and they really liked the flavor, but they needed it to be sweeter.
Sugar.
So they added sugar, they added cow's milk, and it started to become something that they needed to use all over the country and into the rest of Europe. So then people like Nestle and Hershey came along and said, how can we
make a profit?
So what they decided to do was take the chocolate out, because what really people liked was the sweetness.
The sugar.
And so they figured out that you could add more sugar, add oil, because if you take the chocolate out, there's no more cocoa butter, which makes it creamy, so you gotta add something else. So they add the oil, they add the sugar, and nowadays, it can still be called chocolate with a minimum amount of chocolate.
Yeah.
But it's not the chocolate that came from Mexico years and years ago. And so if chocolate is 70 or more % chocolate or
Which
cocoa,
I love now.
it's better for you
Yeah.
because there's no oil in it because they're using the cocoa butter.
It's strong.
It's bitter. It's more bitter because there's not as much sugar. But it's better for you because the theobromine will give you the energy but not spike your caffeine level. So it's healthier for you, and the antioxidants are in there. So it's better for you to eat the more expensive 80% or 70% chocolate. And you know, you get used to it, it really does taste good. And the tea, let me taste it. First I'll smell. It smells like chocolate, what do you think? Does it smell like
Smells
chocolate?
like chocolate.
Yeah, let's taste. It's tasty. It tastes like chocolate, but it doesn't taste like a chocolate Hershey bar. And it also doesn't just taste like chocolate water. It tastes pretty good.
Yeah.
I think I might just substitute this for my coffee. Okay, so after the workshop was over, I went down to the bottom of the store where the museum part is, and I walked around and showed some pictures of the museum. They showed where they actually make the chocolate in the museum there. It's a small little shop, but they have the big machines that now separate the husk from the nib so they don't have to crack them, because that was hard. But then we went to the store, which is on the next level down.
And there's a lot
And that's
of
where Michael
items.
met me.
Yep.
And
a lot of chocolate to buy.
A lot
there.
of chocolate to buy. And so I bought the tea. I did buy some cocoa butter that
Yeah.
I'm going to use, and chocolate bars.
Yep. I bought some with, had a little hot flavor in it, chili or something.
Yeah, what did you think of that? Oh, okay.
Although it was really delicious, it was sweet and spicy, and they put a little bit of sea salt in it also. So
Yeah.
that was unique, and I think it was like 80%.
Very tasty. And you
Yeah.
know what? If you get to Puerto Vallarta, go check out the Choco Museo. It's right down there on the malecón.
Yes.
And you can also go to the market on Saturday and have tastes there. They give you free tasting and sign up for a workshop. I highly recommend it.
Yep. I definitely recommend when you're here to put that on your list of things to do.
So I hope you learned a little bit about Mexican chocolate here in Puerto Vallarta. And if you like and subscribe to our channel, you'll help it grow. Next week, I'll tell you all about the botanical gardens that we went to, which Michael mentioned in this video. But what do you think of the chocolate? You should have gone home.
I should have gone and taken a class, maybe in the future.
Yeah, he'll have to do another one. They have several classes. They have some on making mole, because chocolate's used in mole, and all sorts of different workshops to sign up for. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. And thanks for joining us.
Ciao.
Hasta luego.